Hey everybody, it's Jason. This is the almost live buyout assessment and intake. And yes, I'm doing almost live. If this is your first time, you don't know what happened last month. I went live for like 6 hours on YouTube, or 8 hours, or something so ridiculous. I can barely talk still from a month. No, I'm kidding, I'm doing okay. But we're doing almost live this month. 25 horses approximately are on their way. It's supposed to be 25, could be 22, could be 30. We don't know for sure until they get off the trailer. But our staff is up here. They're prepping the pens for them, getting them food, getting the water ready to give to them as soon as they get off the trailer. And they're gonna be here soon. So let's see who we save today. Cannot thank you guys enough for donating. We still need donations, so please support our rescue shelter and protect fund and the buyout program. So thank you guys so much, but here we go. Alrighty, the horses are backing up. We're gonna be opening this trailer door here in just a few seconds, and we're gonna see what's coming off this trailer. Who did we save today? We don't know. This is our first look.
You good? We got 2 down. Confusing. You don't have your ice shields on.
Oh, look at the back.
We have a down horse there in the back.
There's
This is
2.
very sad.
Let's see. Peyton, if you want to hold this. Easy, guys. Let's get a rope. We need a rope. Yeah.
Ropes, we kind of like flip them off.
Well, we can try to pull her.
Horses in front are very anxious to get off, but they don't want to step on their friends.
Hey, baby. Sorry. You're right, baby.
It's okay.
You're right, you're right. You're right.
That's gonna get pain, that's okay.
Okay, we have another one down in the trailer, too.
Oh, look at the
Elizabeth, this is 125.
Bay. It's a mare gelding.
She's like a mare.
Got no upper teeth. Probably easily close to 30 plus. Sorry, sweetheart.
This horse is 35, 40 years old. She has a heart murmur. She went down in the trailer. That's where just time and time again, I'm like, if you have a horse that's older, just keep it, work with your veterinarian, do the right thing. So she can't get up, so we're having to euthanize her. But it is the last act of kindness that we can give her, and sometimes rescuing animals is to just relieve their suffering, and that's hard, but we fully believe that every animal deserves to be loved, even if it is just for a little bit. The next horse down is a draft horse, so it's really complicated.
Okay, so we've decided to see if we can bring horses out the side door.
For sure.
This is very unusual, but with a down draft horse,
Come on.
it's just kind of a
Come on,
nightmare.
baby. Halter and lead rope.
Lead rope. Maybe lead rope.
Halter and lead rope.
Holder and lead rope.
Come on. Come this way. Come on.
Good boy.
Come on. Come on.
big drop. Come on.
Come on, you got it.
Come on.
Come on, I'm excited.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Good job. Yeah, here they come. Let's go. Now we just like that big boy.
Let's drop this down, Justin. Justin, drop it down.
And this big guy that's in here by himself doesn't seem to want to get up. Oh, look at that hoof, y'all. That's a very clubbed hoof. Wow. Spray him down and
Yeah, go just turn it on, we'll hose him down.
so this guy came off the trailer over here. We're gonna give him a little bath, see if we can cool him down. And I think Tawny also wants a bath. Because it's hot out here. He didn't really want to drink, but he's definitely interested in nibbling on some grass. All right, we're gonna see if he'll get
So
up.
let's pull him that way. Come on. Up, 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 up.
Good boy.
Let him eat grass there for a bit.
So I want some yummies.
Let's put him over here. Yeah. So I think there's more down horses in there. Just, you can leave the halter on him.
All right, after all that, the second trailer's backing up. And hopefully everybody's much happier around here.
Good. Got more down. Come on, babies, come on.
Oh, there is one down.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
All right, they're carefully walking out around the one that's laying down. Oh, there's two down. All right, that one popped right up. Come on, guys. That's a cute little paint. Alrighty, and the one that was down in there popped up, so thankfully all the horses from this load were able to stand and walk off the trailer. This horse, I'm going to say, is completely blind. So, there's the horses that came off the second trailer. A little bit of a rough group. This one's worn this halter so long that you can see there's a halter rub mark behind the halter there. That one's got some sores on its face. I saw a hernia, but they're here, they're safe, and we're gonna start the assessment and the intake of these guys. All right. Alrighty, Dr. Gina and Sydney are checking over this horse. Nicole's writing down all the notes, and we're on a roll now. All the horses are unloaded. Heart rate of 52. Dr. Lydia's actually not here today. And I know that's extremely sad that Dr. Lydia's not here today, but Dr. Gina has it. She 100% has it. But Tawny's wearing the other mic, so we're going to be shadowing Tawny a lot to see Tawny's perspective of the assessment and intake. So I hope y'all don't mind listening to Tawny talk, because I don't want to do all the talking today, but I definitely am going to keep you guys, with this almost live, we're going to keep it engaging, entertaining. You're going to be able to meet all the horses, and let's go. Hi, buddy.
It is extremely hot out there. I am so incredibly thankful for this barn and this cool air behind me. These horses came in, and with the horses that were down the trailer, we didn't have any other option to just put them in there, but they are so happy and calm over there. Like, this building is a huge blessing. So yeah, it's just been very traumatic, very hot. Just trying to make sure everyone is drinking enough water, but these horses are in desperate situations, and just makes me think about all these horses that are in semi-trucks by the hundreds going to Mexico, of what their last days of torture must be like. Because there's some horses that were healthy and were able to easily get up in the trailer, but because of the heat and everything, like, they went down. And in those huge slaughter trucks, there's gonna be horses that are falling down and riding in 115, 120 degree temperature, depending on where they're at. And that's the reality of the slaughter pipeline, that we're doing the best we can. And I'm so grateful for each and every person that makes what we do a reality, even though it's incredibly hard. For these horses, it's making a world of difference for them, even if it's just someone being there for them at the end, and them knowing that it was okay. We were there.
All right, so this is the next horse. And I don't see anything wrong, but I'm not a veterinarian, and want to see what Dr. Gina has to say here pretty quickly.
Color I got. Color I'm getting pretty good at.
Somebody stuck this horse with something already. It's got blood already, right there. Hi, sweetie. Oh, you are so dehydrated. Has a mass on the tail head.
Mass where?
Right here. Yeah, right there. Could be a scab. I'm not looking at it. I'm just feeling it.
So what are you seeing, Dr. Gina?
There's a little mass on the tail head over here. I was just trying to see if I could. It's very firm, mobile, subcutaneously.
I'm going to stand behind you in case
Sure.
he decides to kick.
Yeah,
You know, you'll move, and then I'll move, and then he can kick.
yeah. Doesn't feel like a sarcoid, but could be. It's got an abrasion right there. Right front lateral heel bulb. It's very painful left front.
Dr. Gina's getting a pretty thorough exam on this horse. Reduced mobility on the mandibles, lumps on the tail, abrasions on the legs. Hopefully no heart murmurs. So Dr. Gina said heart rate of 40. And Nicole's getting this all written down.
Respiratory rate 64. It sounds on the right. They're present, but they're very soft and slow. Very dehydrated.
I always find it worse to go in, like, in and out of this.
What do you think, Dr. Gina? You've looked at this horse pretty extensively.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't feel very good. Grooves all the way down, so he's 20.
Hey, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 20.
He looks so sad standing there.
He does. He definitely does not feel good with that kind of heart rate, respiratory rate. The way he's standing, his clenched face.
Little mass on the nose, too.
Yeah, he was given Banamine. Yeah, right there. You got some sarcoids? Yeah? That's what it looks like, but I can't say without sending it for histopath. So we can recheck him and see if he calms down and is less painful, but if we can't control his pain with the meds that we have, then that doesn't seem very good for a 20-year-old man.
So I'm back. There actually was a major power outage in our whole area, and the power died. So I went home to get my truck that can power an entire building in and of itself, and by the time I got back, the power was on, so somehow they went ahead and got started without me, but we're going to jump right back in. We're going to continue the assessing, the intaking of the 25 horses rescued from the slaughter pipeline today.
When the horses came off the trailer, it was utter chaos for a while. But we got everyone settled down, we ate lunch. This boy is being intaken right now. He has a really painful hip. And then I think there was one other horse that came through that should be in our main episode. Micah was filming. We had the power go out here, and so Jason was running around trying to get that set up, but it came back on, thankfully. So it's really good because the air conditioning is I think we need a bunch more in here, but it's way better than what it could be. So we're really grateful for that. But yeah, he's getting taken care of. Anytime a horse has injuries with their hips, it's a real problem. And as you can see how he's standing over there, you can kind of see that it's like bowed out there, so it's not good. But we're really thankful that he's here. And without the buyout, he would still be somewhere. He would just be suffering with no hope. So I'm glad he's here.
Some messed up teeth down here, but he's still got his baby peeps.
He's so cute.
I know.
Your colors, his neck.
So if you look at this angle, kind of like where I'm standing, his hip is really messed up. Dr. Gina could tell you more about what's happening with him, but it's not good.
This little paint stallion, his right hind leg is pretty messed up. I can't feel an overt fracture, but when he walks, he favors that leg. He barely puts it down. So either he fractured or dislocated it, or both. Unfortunately, our radiograph equipment doesn't have enough juice to get through all of those really big muscles. We can try, but more than likely, since he's only 2.5, he probably injured it doing something silly. And it's not really cost effective to fix most horses orthopedically speaking, unless they're high dollar horses. So unfortunately, we get a lot of those horses here through the buyout program, which they need us, but unfortunately they're thrown away due to training accidents and things like that. But due to the level of pain and the constant problems he's going to have with that limb, last act of kindness is what we've elected for him.
And then the draft horse, I guess.
The next horse we're going to be looking at.
I'm just going to pull him over here, and then you can hang out with him.
Going with his front right foot is not looking normal.
There we go.
Baby daughter. Get him out. Or get him on.
That poor hoof is so twisted.
Very cute little thing. This adorable little youngster over here looks young to me, but its right front leg is really bad shape. So because there's so many critical horses in this group, we're doing exams, and if they do need humane euthanasia, we're going to do it after.
Do what?
We're going to do the x-rays after the last act of kindness. It'll be easier on the horse, and we'll be able to get through these critical horses faster. There's so many critical horses this time. So just the happy silver lining, I guess, is that big draft horse that was down the trailer that we had to pull off the trailer is up, and he's eating, and we really have high hopes for him.
Don't want the baby to get scared.
He's such a good girl. I know. It's really hard. You want to love on them and like kiss them, and so with the cases of zoonotic diseases we've been getting, it's pretty scary stuff we're seeing.
Elizabeth, you have your next one.
So this horse actually has a lower than normal body temperature, which is very surprising. She was 98.9. So that's very unusual. This poor horse is really emaciated. You can see hip bones. You can see ribs. Super sad. old she is. She's got teeth, at least. Missing some of the teeth. Uh-oh.
On the lateral side. That looks like somebody might have removed it.
What are you thinking for age?
Not as old as I thought I was going to see.
I3 missing on the right. Yeah, bottom. She's like, please don't look. Thank you very much.
And the Galvin groove's like at the bottom.
You go back
18,
way.
20.
Go for 18.
So 18, right on.
Fingers crossed for you, girl.
So on this horse, they're going to go ahead and give it a really good try to fix her up. They're going to get a complete blood count on her, run her blood work, do some x-rays tomorrow, make sure she's okay. But for now, she's passing. She's going to go in the quarantine pasture. Fingers crossed, guys. Let's hope this horse makes it. She's about 18 years old, and she's a little cold, actually. She's below normal body temperature. Heart rate, respirations, everything seemed okay. So, yeah, let's, fingers crossed. Let's hope she does okay. All right, Tawny's getting the next horse. You see anything on this horse yet?
I'm not sure exactly. This horse came in here right when we were unloading and we had the down horses. And I was really trying to focus on helping those horses. So I do see his nose is very wrinkled up here. And a lot of times that can be a sign of pain. But we'll find out.
Yep, vets are gonna, well, not the vets. Dr. Gina's the only vet here today. Dr. Lydia is spending time with her family today. So Dr. Gina is the veterinarian on duty today, and she is doing an amazing job evaluating every horse that comes through very thoroughly. She's finding a lot. She's finding a lot of horses are doing okay. One thing I do want to point out, and let me spin this around here for you real quick. I had to double check with Lynn because I had been told we were getting 25 horses in. We only got 24, which
I can tell you if you...
Oh, Tawny wants to say something. Hold on a second.
So you can see the critical horses that were here. There were 25 that were going to come, but one was down this morning. And what I would love to be able to do is have enough funding through monthly support for when we find out about these horses. We don't have to try to fundraise and get them. We can help them right then. So it didn't make it on the trailer this morning.
That is super incredibly sad. Like, wow. So sad.
So this mare just seems like she's proprioceptively a little weird in the hind. So I was asking Sydney if she could do tight circles one way and then tight circles the other way. Yes. Kind of like you're making her give her hip to you. Yeah. All right, can you go the other way, please? She circumducts a little bit. And then the drag is a little slow. So she's a little delayed behind. All right, that's good. Thank you, Sydney.
Are you Daisy?
She says maybe. Let me try and pull your tail, okay? Ready, ma'am? So I shouldn't be able to pull her off balance. And that was a little delayed, and she didn't even move her left hind. So she is abnormal behind proprioceptively.
You can step up if you want to, baby. She don't know what to do with her back legs.
Yeah, so that would be a failure on some of our neurologic exam, but that's very brief, minimal. Neurologic exams head to toe, nose to butt, so that was very abbreviated, but she failed some of those proprioceptive tests. So she doesn't seem to know where her back feet are in space very well, which is not super safe if you're evaluating for riding and things like that. So she's very cute though. Got some scarring. You're very precious though, but yeah, not normal. Nope. Wait.
Dr. Jean is checking the
Thank you.
heart right now. Doing heart rate and checking for murmurs and abnormalities.
The horses I just brought in here, they are blind horses. So they all have blindness issues. This one's blind in one eye. You can see her eyes just completely cloudy. There's probably other issues going on as well from what I can see, but I'm not a vet, so I'm not going to diagnose it. But these ones, we've been outside in the heat, dividing them and trying to get them into groups. And then typically we're using the chute system, but because we've had so many critical horses, we're just bringing them in here, and it's so hot outside, we're trying to let them it's a little bit cooler in here, hang out in here, and then we're pulling them directly out. The only thing that we're missing by doing it this way is their weights. But we're hopeful that the ones that will make it, we'll be able to put them back on the scale and get their weights. There's just a lot of really critical horses, and there's a lot going on within the slaughter pipeline. I know I've talked about the slaughter pipeline project, and when we're able to fully talk about what's happening and why we've learned horses have zoonotic diseases that we're finding, and I guess it just leaves me speechless what I know is happening within the slaughter pipeline. And we're very deep in an investigation right now that's across the United States, but as soon as we can tell you about it, we will. I think I can tell you with full confidence that horses are being butchered within the United States, and their meat is being sold for human consumption within the United States. But yeah, there's a lot. We will tell you. Just make sure you subscribe and you follow us along, so when we are able to fully talk about what's happening, you'll be informed. And I'm not talking about what's happening in Florida with the illegal horse slaughter meat. I'm talking about what's happening outside of Florida.
Old lady. Oh yeah, you are old lady. Or you're a cribber. But I'm gonna guess old based on the angle and everything. So we could say 28. Yeah, because your dental star is way in there.
So what did you find on this horse?
Yeah, so this lady, she's got some really bad wear on her teeth, so we're aging her at 28. She's got a heart murmur. She's very abnormal neurologic-wise in the hind. She failed 2 proprioceptive tests, so she failed the static tail pull, and then when you turn her in a tight circle one way or the other, when you stop, you can look at when they're in motion and also when they stop. In motion, she did what's called circumduction, where they put their leg way out. They're not supposed to do that. And then when she stopped, her legs were in all sorts of different directions, and they're not supposed to do that. So, and then when she stood still, she continued to stand like she didn't know where her legs were, and she thought she was fine. So, all those findings are not super great. We're going to run some blood work on her, but given the neurologic status, she would not really be safe around people or to be ridden at all. So,
Tawny trying to get one of the blind horses and see how she does. Or he. I don't know for sure. Doesn't look terribly halter trained. Probably just... Yeah, Tawny's saying she thinks just cooperative because she doesn't know. And she's blind, so scary for her. Very scary for her. Okay, this horse is doing good. Blind in one eye, hopefully can see a little bit out of the other one. So what did you think of that, the one you were handling?
The one that, I don't know, she might have just been used to people touching her, but
Did you run into stuff? These are really hard to push through. Oh, I don't. It might not be a point. Yeah. Can't feel any heat from.
Get an age on her.
She's 20. She did.
So she's about 20 years old.
This mare is about 20 years old. We think she was the one that was down on the second trailer. We didn't get to that horse fast enough because it got up on its own and then all the horses came running out. But she has multiple abrasions that look like the other two that were down. She has a real soft heart murmur, about a 3 out of 6. She's favoring her right hind, so I don't know if she just damaged it in the trailer when she was down, getting stepped on by horses, or if she truly has an injury and that's why she went down and then got stepped on by horses. So we're trying to give her some electrolytes now because a lot of these horses were sweating profusely. She doesn't seem to be a fan of it. So we're gonna run some blood work, do x-rays on her tomorrow, and see if we can figure out why she's lame.
Most of the medicine got it, looks like them.
Alrighty, she's going out, and
Those mats are
hopefully
scary,
long
it's
term
okay.
she's doing okay.
Good girl.
Alright, so Dr. Jean is actually evaluating this horse in here because she's blind and she's not well adjusted, not halter trained. So Dr. Jean is just going to check her out in here and see what else is going on with her, if anything. How old is she?
4.5.
So she's about 4.5 years old. Wow. So
You guys
sad
bonded?
she's blind already, but a
Yeah.
lot of blind horses can go on to be trained and have really good lives. So hopefully there's nothing else.
She's got some problems in her hips and stuff too.
Tawny's getting blood.
Yeah.
Wow, Tawny just got blood on this blind horse that
Yeah.
does not have a halter lead on, but we have to have the blood for Coggins.
Mad
And,
skills.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Very, very impressive. There's a horse coming through the door.
I've been sending him to the door over there.
Yeah.
This is a big, beautiful boy, but unfortunately his back end is all messed up. And yeah, not sure if he's gonna make it. Not a little lump on that horse?
It is. I was trying to see if it's freely movable. It's inside, it's attached, but it can move left and right, up and down a little bit, but not like that other horse's mass.
Awful pretty.
He is. They have a better chance of healing then, because there's a lot of weight and pressure there. So like colic surgeries and stuff, you have to put belly bands on them and keep it really well protected because it's easy to dehiss because of all the pressure. So depending.
Does he have a hernia?
No, she was just asking about the
Oh.
hernia horses outside. No, he just has some fat under here. Hurt. I'm
So
sorry.
he's got a lot to say.
Yeah.
So if you, just need to.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
He's back talking.
All right. The only thing we have left is to try and age him.
He said, I'm a pretty boy, I know it.
You call him 12.
So 12 years old, huh? Wow. It's too bad he's got a bum back leg. Did you want to say what you're seeing with him? Like,
Sure. This guy, based on his teeth, we aged him at about 12 years old. So he's relatively young in the lifespan of horses. He's got a lot of weird, like little lumpy bumpies, but his right hind leg has been troubling him for some time because he's got a lot of muscle atrophy in that leg, and when he walks, he's very abnormal in that leg. And you can see as he's standing right now, both of his hind legs are facing to the right, which is abnormal. They should all be facing in the same direction. And he constantly stands like that, so that leg has a lot of atrophy and weakness in it. So it means that he's got something that's chronic progressive. Which is not super great at this young of an age, but that's probably why he's here. Somebody was like, well, tired, done with you. Here you are. So we're gonna do some testing with his nasal swabs, some blood, and see if we can find a reason for it. But that amount of atrophy and things like that would need some really severe workup to investigate what the root cause is. But he's big and beautiful, that's for sure.
alrighty, this is the next horse. Cute little dark colored horse.
don't know if that was at a fly or I don't know.
Okay, that was kind of an odd maneuver.
That is weird to stand that way.
By choice, how that's kicking at me, and it's like, no, just gonna stand. Huh.
Doesn't seem to be.
Dr. Gina gave him the whole evaluation.
Yeah.
Anything outstanding yet?
Nothing except for he's really skinny.
Yeah, skinny. Definitely not the skinniest horse we've gotten today, though. by
No.
far.
He's got a little bit of atrophy in his neck muscles and his shoulder blades and stuff. But heart and lungs sound okay. Mild respiratory increase, but no murmurs or arrhythmias.
You haven't gotten to teeth yet, have you? You haven't looked at teeth yet,
I
have
have
you?
not. Will you let me look at your teethies? You're definitely experiencing the weather out there. Got some interesting teeth. Look at those. Oh, wow.
Long on the bottom, short on the top.
Yeah. Are you a cribber? It's hard to age you then. So you could at least be 15 because the groove's all the way down, but your tooth isn't a normal size. Let's call you 17. Do you mind walking him and let me see what he looks like when he walks? Yeah, he's a little off left hind for sure.
Would you say that left hind's DSLB though?
Mm-mm.
No?
Got diarrhea though. Do we have probios up here? Can we give him some?
He's got an A+ personality.
Yeah.
So these are three little rowdy youngsters, or oldsters, or whatever age they are, that are not halter trained. And so we're trying to get their Coggins photos,
What do you want to try to get?
getting their Coggins photos right now. Tawny's in here to move them around. Liz is taking their photos. This is the draft horse that was down in the trailer, I do believe, yes. So he's up.
Coggins, and he
He's got some chip hooves.
torp earlier.
But it seems like all drafts we get have some hoof issues.
Yeah, some people like the pancakey feet and they just put shoes on that. I don't know why you would like that, but I've seen a lot of drafts with really odd looking feet, pull carts and stuff.
A little skinny, but
Yeah.
he's big for sure.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
It'd be fun to put him on the scale.
Yeah. So far, this side he looks 20. This tooth is a little fractured off. This galvanic groove is all the way at the bottom. Let's call him out. Can I see the occlusive circuit here? Nike? I'm not going to put a bit now. I'm just trying to look at him. Let's call him 22.
22 years old. All right. Probiotics going in his mouth. Electrolytes, whatever all's in there, it's good stuff for him. Anything offhand, bad heart murmurs, lung sounds?
He has increased sounds at the line of pleural reflection. I'm going to microchip him.
What's that mean?
So that is
Like-
where, like the cavity, that the respiratory cavity and the rest of the abdomen meet. So that could mean that there's some inflammation right there in that area
Oh,
for the
interesting.
lungs to go across. It's one area that you listen, like you listen to the lung fields, and then you also listen there because you don't want to miss any kind of inflammation in that area.
Looked like his back legs had some like injuries to him at some point to me.
Yeah, it looks like he's got some pen firing scars.
Fever, increased heart rate. Gonna give him some pain meds. See if he reacts to that positively, because that can help diagnose what's going on with him.
Come on, eat it. Eat it. I think he's pouting a little bit because he's just. She put nasties in your mouth. She drew blood or something. He's upset. And now he's out.
He doesn't want cookies. Threw them all on the ground.
He's upset. He's mad.
He's mad right now, Sydney says. He's a little mad because he got nasties in his mouth.
Here, you have this one. Take it. Don't be mad at me.
Alrighty, and he passed, and he's going back out to the pasture. So good job, big boy. looking forward to hopefully making it through the entire quarantine process and into our adoption program and getting an amazing new home. So this horse is not halter trained, but she's getting what she needs in here. And Tawny's trying to do the nasal swabs. And there we are. She get her microchip already and all that? Not yet. She'll be getting everything she needs though. And this is the horse with the hernia. And that's definitely a very big concern. She just, she's doing really well for an unhandled horse. So, hoping for the best that her hernia is able to be fixed. Alrighty, so she is going out and going to get the next horse evaluated. You got your head sticking out? Hi. And believe it or not, somewhere in there, get in front of Mike here, is the little teeth, and Dr. Gina says there. There's them teeth. There they are. Right on. Nice. Did she also have a hernia? Or?
She does. She has a smaller hernia compared to the older horse.
Interesting. So maybe related, who knows?
Probably, because it can be very congenital in families, so more than likely they came from the same place.
So Liz is behind me. She's taking pictures of this horse. The exciting thing is, this is actually the last horse that we need to do the intake and assessment on. And we went through them quick today. They got the triage done, I think you could say. And tomorrow they're going to be back at it again, doing more x-rays, all that kind of stuff. So this horse, though, is the last one we need to get the Coggins photos on. The vet team is wrapping up. It's exciting. It's been a good day. We rescued 24 horses out of the slaughter pipeline, 24 precious lives that absolutely are not going to slaughter. So thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go find Tawny. I'm sure she's got a lot of words for you guys.
Jason said lots of words from me. It's very hot. We're all exhausted. We're all very sticky. It was great doing Buyout. You know, like we were attacked, 3 weeks ago at a Big Lick horse show where we protest the abuse, and it really takes a toll on you mentally. And Buyout also takes a toll on you mentally, but for me it's nice to be helping these horses. So I don't know, I'm probably just rambling because I'm hot and tired, but if you haven't watched that episode where we get attacked at a public park for being the voice for horses, definitely watch it. It's probably like the second or third video down from this video on the time frame of posting. This is like Big Lick Attack or something on it, but definitely watch that, and thanks for watching our Almost Live. Jason's got to get to editing, but we got through all of them as far as photos and, you know, eyes on them, and yeah, it's been a wild day.